The prologue of the Baden event gradually opened, and representatives from various competitions entered the grand competition venue. The auditoriums on the second and third floors were also full of people. Emperor Gate, Ghost Valley, Medicine King Hall and Happy Forest were arranged in the VIP room on the west side. Wang Puqingyan glanced at the display stand below, showing a smile that the winning ticket was holding. The Qianlong Pavilion and Jianhao Mansion. The two families that once stood in support of the Huaiyu Tower, were arranged in VIP seats on the east side. Long Jiu, Zi Xianyang and others looked up at the flow of people underneath. But they only saw Zhufan's figure, and frowned deeply. If this kid doesn't come, who will deal with the poisonous hand king? In the past of 1 minute and 1 second. More and more representatives of Jingdan entered the venue below. Isn't this Master Wang? You have come to this Baden event, that is, of course. The so-called people walking to the heights, the Baden event organized by the Yuxia 7th family Huaiyu building, but it is rare once in decades. How can I not come? Each other. And I hope to be famous in one fell swoop. Even if I can't get into Huaiyu Tower, I can be seen by some first-class families. Hey, isn't that Master Zhang? I have long admired. Oh, Master Chen. Keep looking up. In the competition arena, Jingdan has not yet started, but the greetings of alchemists who are far away from each other are heard everywhere. Suddenly, an old man of immortal spirit walked slowly into the arena and touched the corner of his mouth with two mustache, showing a confident smile. And seeing this person, everyone can't help but all stay. Aren't you the chief alchemist of the Zeman family in Changping City, Lu Yizhan, Master Lu? The Zeman family is a first-class family. You have been offered as the chief alchemist. How come? Yeah, who doesn't know your skill? 1 year ago, he won the second place in the Jingdan competition in the Imperial City. It was only a few seconds later that Dancheng was defeated by the genius disciple of Yaowang Palace, Yan Fu. You are so prestigious. How can you come and fight with these unnamed juniors for these fake names? Yes, you are all masters of fame. The magnificent 5th grade alchemy master. Stop competing with those of us. Give us a way of life. When everyone looked at Lu Yizhan, they all complained. But he smiled and shook his head. His face was indifferent, and he even had some resentment like this. Although Liu Mao is well known in alchemy, he has no end to learning. Coming here is nothing more than discussing with your colleagues, absolutely nothing about fame and fortune. Come on. You'll pretend to force me. Clearly came to Huaiyu building. Who doesn't know? No matter how good the Simon family is, it is not as reliable as the big tree under the Imperial Family 7. Everyone looked at him contemptuously, but he was deeply worried. This Lu Yizhan alchemy technique, even if placed in the entire Xianyu, it is also famous. With him, the chances of them winning the championship are quite small. For a time, everyone looked at him with hatred, and he was proudly holding his head in his head. And he had the first momentum in the world. Everyone, please be quiet at this moment, a sweet voice resounded in front of everyone's ears. A little girl in a purple dress fell from the sky and landed in front of the most central display stand on the field, looking at everyone. In an instant, there was no sound in the field. The noise was just like a phantom, disappearing without a trace. Nodding with satisfaction, the little girl said lightly, "Hello everyone. Welcome representatives of the family to come to our Baden festival in Huaiyu building. I am the judge of the competition, Xiaoya, Papa." As soon as the words fell, Xiaoya patted the jade palm. As the applause fell, a series of graceful girls walked through the strange eyes of everyone, and then stood on the thousands of alchemy platforms one by one. In this competition, every competitor will be accompanied by a disciple of our Huaiyu Tower. He will monitor the activities of the alchemists throughout the process and will never experience any fraud. Okay. Huayulao deserves to be the 7 under the imperial family, and the work is really atmospheric. Xiaoya didn't finish. Lu Yizhan was the first to give a thumbs up and praised. Yes, there is beauty. Alchemy is not tired, the sun likes it, ha ha ha. The rest of them also expressed their admiration. With such a big handwriting, thousands of alchemists are accompanied by thousands of disciples. This is the only lineup that only the 7 royal families can come up with. Slightly nodded. Xiaoya stretched his fingers to the first 20 platforms that were much larger than the other thousands of alchemy platforms, and then said the so-called people have 3, 6, 9, etc. The alchemy master is even more so. These 20. This table is prepared for the 20 best alchemists. From right to left, from 1st to 20th. If you have confidence in yourself, please stand on the corresponding table. Double quote.